Hello everyone, this is Logan, and welcome to the 23rd episode of Tech Time. Well, we've got some real tech doozies for you today, so let's get started with the PlayStation 4. Yes, apparently Sony is doing a press conference pertaining to the PS4. And what we can expect from this press conference, the release date. It has previously been rumored that the release date will be somewhere along the lines of late October, early November, something like that. We can also expect maybe some new features having to do with the PS4, even though, well, I'll get to that a bit later. And some software updates to the PlayStation 3 and the PS Vita. So, there you go. And having to do with the PS4, would I buy it? No. If it's anything like it is in E3, I don't want it. I don't want anything to do with the new generation of consoles. Maybe the Wii U. Maybe. But, no. Because, the Xbox One is just, well, first of all, overpriced. Second of all, its only real feature is just the fact that you can shout at it to turn it on. And third of all, of course, the DRM. The used games restriction. And all the problems with the Xbox One, which, if I were to list all of these problems, we'd be here all day. PS4 has also a whole bunch of problems, but in a different light. For example, it's pretty much the PS3, but with higher graphics and that stupid, gimmicky, whatever thing with the Vita. It's just... Okay, let's take a look. Actually, in comparison, let's take a look at the PS2 versus the PS3. PS3, it added a built-in modem, Wi-Fi support, the PlayStation Store, the crossbar interface, Blu-ray, you can play Blu-ray discs, or... No, screw it. You could stream movies, or, you could buy movies directly from Sony. TV shows, and, well, actually, I was gonna say music, but I don't think you can do that. I think that... Well, no, I don't think Xbox can do that either. I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking of, like, Apple TV and iTunes and all that. So, you can do all that with the PS3, all of which you could not do on the PS2 Slim. Now, the PS4, as I said, is just better graphics, crappy, gimmicky, back touchscreen thing. Oh, and let's just not forget, same interface as the Vita, which to be expected, which is kind of to be expected considering the PS3 kind of just had the same interface as the PSP. And even, bit of trivia, before either of these consoles, there was a console in Japan called the PSX, which was pretty much just a PS2, but it had a built-in DVR and the crossbar interface. So, yeah, there you go. This has gone into kind of a rant more than just a technical thing, but the press conference is still happening. Next up, something I thought was kind of interesting. Someone has ported Frogger to Google Glass. Now, that might sound interesting, and it is, but here's the real catch. This is how you control it. You actually control it like you are the frog itself. So, for example, if you want to move forward, you actually hop forward. If you want to go left, you actually hop left. If you want to go right, hop right. So, it's quite an interesting thing, and... well, when the Google Glass comes out and, isn't $1,500 and you don't have to scan a QR code and all the other crap that you had to do to get a Google Glass like a few months ago. Yeah. So, now that we've got that out of the way, the third and final thing, the last thing, is also having to do with Google, and that is the new Gmail. Now, this actually dates back to the 18th episode of Tech Time, where I talked about how Google is bringing back full-screen Gmail, full-screen reply, and full-screen compose. Well, they are getting rid of that. And yeah, this basically, I should have known they would have done this. it's almost like Channel 1. Oh yeah, we're gonna give you this, we're gonna give you the Channel 1. But if you don't like it, you can just revert back to the old interface. And no harm is done to you and your channel. And then come June or July, whenever that happened, oh, never mind, you're forced. You don't have an option. We're just gonna force you to switch to Channel 1. So, yeah, we should have expected this from Google right from the get-go. But, yeah. To be honest, I never really used Gmail, so I don't care very much, but, you know, to all the people using Gmail who do care, you should have saw this coming. It's Google. They're never going to make a change to actually satisfy their customers and give you a way to revert back to the change if you don't like it. And, yeah. So anyway, that's all for this week. Stay tuned for next week.